last we left you guys, you had um, found yourselves. The adventure began with you in the Icewind Dale, the entire world wrapped in a never-ending winter, where the days are short and the sun sets early in the eve. Uh, Everything is cold and frozen. The locals have been blaming the goddess Real and her wrath uh, forcing the entire region into this never-ending winter. The 10 towners trying to survive, you all have aided them in various ways, dealing with the threats that threaten to snuff out the little bit of remaining life that is able to eke out an existence here in the far north. You've dealt with monsters in the lake, for beags stealing beer, and awakened mooses and the like, haunting elven tombs throughout your way, trying to find out more information about how to stop this never-ending winter. Along your path, trying to discover the source and some way that you could bring about an end to this, you uncovered a Dwergar plot being launched by Zardok Sunblight, a Dwergar warlord that for some reason has left the Underdark. You learned through a devilish cult that he is under the sway of another archdevil, being told that he is his god, Deep Dura, and urged to conquer the 10 towns. Learning that they were gathering up shards of a substance called Shardolin to build some sort of terrible construct to destroy the 10 towns, you have, through a captured member of the Dwergar party, learned the location of Zardok's base. The information that you gathered and stopping Zardok's 2 sons, Dirth and Nildar, did not come at no toll. Losing one of your party members, Toot, was cast into stone and lost at the bottom of one of the great lakes like Lechtenschmere, as the boat that the Dwergar had made their base on sunk beneath the waves. After losing your companion, you made your way out into the wilderness, searching for Zardok's base after the information of its location was revealed by Dwergar that were attempting to escape East Haven with a mass of Shardolin in hand. They told you, however, it was too late and there was nothing you could do. Nevertheless, you set out towards Zardok's encampment hidden deep within the spine of the world in the mountains to the south. Along the way there, you found a great chasm in the earth that was inhabited by hyena-like demons known as gnolls that had captured various humanoids along there that were traveling through the area and were apparently either sacrificing them to Yenog, their terrible demon god, or to eat them. In fact, you found one individual with pieces of weapons that were crafted out of this crystalline substance that the Dwergar were gathering Shardolin that had driven him clearly insane, believing he was being spoken to by some demonic god, Alatnaka, whoever or whatever that is, telling him to kill, murder, and maim, choosing to leave him locked in his cage where the gnolls had left him. You abandoned the area after dealing with the gnollish boss and spellcaster husks, basically, only to set up camp in Adarin's Instant Fortress, which was a magical item that Ordella had obtained in the markets of East Haven. You took a long rest there, and while in the cavern, you encountered a new companion that is now traveling with you. John's new character, Zarya, who is you have learned is not a Colossus. I just want to say Colossus. Goliath. You're a big one. She's a biggin. A Goliath of some of the local tribes that are apparently a tribalistic society that lives around here, and she has been wandering the wilderness. So you all find yourselves inside of Adarin's Instant Fortress now, sitting outside of this craggy area. The wind sort of whips around, and the night is growing nigh, and I think, Zarya, you introduced your character a little bit, but I didn't know if anybody had had further questions or anything for Zarya before we get started here about why you're out there, what you're doing, and how you came to be found in this terrible place, this crag in the ground and the spine of the world being attacked by these gnolls and such. So that's where I'll start you off. It's been nighttime. The next day is rising, and you are currently in Adarin's Instant Fortress. It's going to last a little bit longer before it's back into its into its metallic cube that Ordella will have to pocket. And that's where you find yourselves. Zarya, I'm curious. What is Zarya doing out here in the wilderness? How did she find herself in this crag in the ground?
She was heading to East Haven and she heard something coming from the crag. At times it sounded like screams and then others laughter. So she opted to investigate and essentially got jumped.
Surrounded by bad guys. That's
Yeah.
where our heroes found her being drugged down into a cave that led into the depths of the crag, where humans were kept as prisoner and bait. The next morning has come. You all are awake with Zarya now. What are you guys doing? You still know the direction of Zardok's fortress, and you're outside of this crag.
So I'll quickly get Zarya.
Zarya.
Zarya. For some reason, I keep wanting to say Zahara, and I know that's not right. All right, Zarya. I'll get Zarya up to speed about sort of what we're doing and why we're here, and that we were, urgently going to take out Zardok Sunblight to save the world.
Yes, as you've uncovered this terrible plot in your quest to try to undo the wrong that's going on in the never-ending winter.
And we were told that needed to happen like now. That there was some urgency to the Dwergar threat.
She says, "So you really are Toot's crew?"
Yeah, of course. Who else would we be?
How does Zarya hear of Toot and Toot's crew?
We were Toot's crew.
We were
the crew formerly known as Toots.
And at this point, I'm just gonna like kick into second gear on the sobbing because I'm already crying.
You've already been like quietly crying.
Yeah, at the memory of Toot, it's like that second sort of inhale and then
now you got snot coming out.
Yeah.
Well, I think that mead is probably a very important part of a Goliath's dietary needs. And when the mead started disappearing, I think that mattered to their tribe. And I think that's probably when she started hearing about the people that fixed this and then started hearing tales about other things that they were doing.
Yeah, you rescued the gem mine of Termalaine that was the rescuers of Termalaine and its gem mine that had been infiltrated by terrible ghosts and monsters. The defeaters of the monster of Lake Mare Dweldon. The conquerors of Kelvin's Cairn. On and on the tales go.
Yeah, and I think... Go ahead.
I was just going to comment on defeating the Moose of Lonelywood.
Yes, your adventures, the tales have run far. And she says, I was on a bit of a mission myself. I need to find a way to stop Ariel. She has great power and has been abusing it, and as you say that, the
wind around you and the snow around you begins to pick up just a little bit. You notice that it's turning a little bit colder where you're at, here in between these mountains. Zarya is looking to stop Ariel. Zarya clearly believes that Ariel is behind this. Not everyone in the 10 Towns is so sure. Some people cast blame upon the wizards, the dark wizards, especially those of the Arcane Brotherhood. Zarya knows better. So where are we going? And who's leading? I will mention right now that your wizard, who is indisposed because his mind is currently just flooded. He's having crazy visions of other worlds, and it's almost like he's seeing through the mind of 1,000 peoples all at once. And the signal, the bat signal that is calling to him, is stronger than ever, and is just nearly compelling him to move towards it. As you've moved south towards where that signal is coming from. He's willing to go along with you all for now, wherever you would lead. But it's becoming a near compulsion for him that he must investigate this at some point.
I, for one, am interested to uncover more information about that and to discover the nature, because any tool or anything that we can use to help our fight would be possibly good to know about, and it's clear that's I don't know, that interests me. Whatever's drawing him.
Yeah, he's just hearing this signal over and over and over again in his mind, and I can tell you what the signal says. It's the same thing. It says, in a language that he can understand for some reason, but he knows is not common. It says, Nautiloid down. Emergency protocols enabled. Crew safe, but vessel imperiled. Psi crystal needed. Come at once.
Yeah, Leonard definitely wants to check that out.
It's just a matter of do we need to go to Sunblight first?
Right. Right. All right. I'm thinking we go to Zardoc Sunblight. We're pretty close anyway. I think we made it like most of the way there.
Yeah, you're to the spine of the world. You're in the mountains, so the trudging is hard. I'll bring up the map. How's that? So you get an idea.
I agree with Sunblight.
Okay. Take out your map. And you guys are here at this diamond. Sunblight his base is here. So you've got a ways of trudging through mountain and such. The Nautiloid signal is kind of somewhere over here. Kind of somewhere over there. You guys are here. Sunblight is here.
All right. We shall trudge along.
All right. I'll take the lead because I don't want to be around anybody right now.
Okay. So as you take the lead, you notice that it's begins to get even more and more cold and windy and terrible. In fact,
I'm just going to turn around and say, sure would be nice to wrap a pelt around myself.
Are you feeling a draft?
It's a bit drafty out here.
In fact, lightning sort of strikes in the background a little bit as it seems some sort of terrible winter storm is targeting you almost.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Do we feel like this is responding to our actions?
Roll insight.
Well, I don't even. At this point, I'm just mad, and I'm going to use one of my things to control the weather. Where'd my control weather thing go?
12 on insight.
How many more of those you got?
Let me look and see. Where is it?
We haven't used it very often.
No,
We've only used it once, right?
No, you've used it twice.
Oh, twice.
Oh, and we had 3 charges?
No, I thought I had 5.
I don't think you have 5.
Where is it? What's it called?
It is
Summer Star.
Summer Star.
I have 2 uses left, according to my notes.
Okay. So 2 uses left. You going to use one here?
Where are we? Are we at the ampersand symbol?
Yeah, you're at the ampersand symbol.
Is it bad enough that we should use one?
It's.
I'm just gonna turn around and ask the group.
So, Kenny and Leonard are the characters who end up with 999 elixirs at the end of the game because you never use one. So my threshold for using it is very high.
It is. Yeah, it's a choice.
Is the weather bad enough that I am having trouble figuring out where we are going?
A little bit.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use it.
All right. You set down the Summer Star and do its activation, and it begins to glow brightly and starts spinning inside of the 3 rings spinning around it, buzzing, whirring, and it just goes, just a blast shoots up into the sky, and the storm seems to abate, and the wind eases, and it goes from terrible cold to just cold. Still windy and rough, but you don't find yourself absolutely in a blizzard situation right now.
Okay.
That's some trick you've got up your sleeve.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait till I show you my sword.
Everybody roll insight really fast.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, let's hope for better than 12.
Leonard, with a 12, you think, yeah, something was seemed to be targeting you. Okay. The only person that has this really is Cadillac Granite Guts, maybe, yeah. Cadillac Granite Guts, and God, you'd think that Leonard, take advantage on this because this is kind of your thing.
Okay, I will roll again.
That'll do it. Leonard, it sort of occurs to you as you watch Harkus do this, and the wrath of what seemed to you to be the wrath of a god bends to Harkus's will as he unloads this machine, and the winter storm just abates. And the thought with a critical insight roll to you here is, what if there was a way to do that, but with a lot more power? Could that end this winter?
Oh, like a way to maybe focus the energy of the Summer Star across the area?
Or something like it, or something that does something akin to that.
Well, I like that thought. I want it to be a giant machine.
Yeah, that's what your artificer brain comes up with. And Cadillac, you think to yourself, wow, with your success roll, you think to yourself, wow, maybe there is a power that can overcome this dastardly winter. But you don't have the same insight as Leonard. That's
Right.
critical. That is perhaps if there was something that was like the Summer Star that could be fastened with, I don't know, ancient power, more powerful than...
I think how I approach it is I just sort of make the observation that I think the gnome was on the right track with this thing. It's just too small. But he was on the right track, I think.
That's more of what Leonard's insight was. Your insight wasn't quite that good, but Leonard had that insight.
Yeah, and I'll share that with the group, just so we're all on the same page in terms of what our options are.
So I guess my insight is wow.
Wow,
no,
that sure is neat.
I was going to say with a 17, which did not quite beat it, but was really close, was you had the insight of perhaps there is some sort of spell that we could cast or something we could do that could undo this winter, similar to this.
Okay.
Leonard really got.
I was meaning to say I didn't make the logical jump to the more power.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, either way, this gnome was on the right side. Too small.
Yeah.
On the right track. But yeah, now, Harkus, roll me a survival check.
Take disadvantage because of no pelts.
Okay. 10. You managed to clear the skies, and you're not clearly at disadvantage. As you're trudging through the wilderness, everything looks sort of similar. All the mountains look similar. All the rocks look similar. Everything looks about the same. You find yourself in a giant, ravine between two large rock structures, two large, hills of mountain, with boulders covered in snow and ice in the middle of it. And things feel really quiet there all of a sudden. I'm going to take you there now. There are boulders sort of surrounding you all, and things feel very quiet. Everybody can roll perception real fast. I just put you in random places. You could put yourselves around there wherever you want to be. Ordella. Zari doesn't get this. Zari's got great perception, but Ordella really nails it. Ordella, you hear the distinct sounds of animal noises. Definitely not human, definitely animal.
Do I know what kind of animals?
With a 22, sounds like you hear four-legged, not deer or anything like that, like bear or something like that.
Something that we can make a pelt out of.
Definitely a peltable animal is what you hear.
Do I know which direction or anything, or?
Yes, you hear it kind of all around you, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Kind of in the rocks around you. In fact, you hear sort of a low growling sound briefly for a half sec. And I'll give you the opportunity to do something if you so wish.
Okay, can I tell where it's coming from?
On the hills surrounding you and echoing through the little ravine that you're sort of making your way through.
I don't.
That's great.
There are two of me on here.
Oh, have I got two of you there?
Which is perfectly fine with me. But since I'm rolling fives, probably not good for the group.
Yeah, I don't see a second.
Where's the second of you?
I got two Harkuses.
Oh,
under the Ordella.
Oh, okay.
By other Harkus. Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Okay.
Ordella was crushing me.
All right, Ordella.
I was trying to get a better view.
Yeah.
All right, Ordella, you have that insight.
As I'm crying. I'm crying. She's crawling up on my
I'm going to tell him
shoulders.
to stop crying because I'm trying to hear, because I hear growling and stuff. So to gather himself.
Yeah, I just look up and I go, Pell?
And as you do that, a large cat-like creature climbs climbs up onto the rocks.
That'll make
It's
a beautiful
got
coat.
large white fur that comes off of it, and it looks over at all of you, and then as it's sort of looking at all of you, it turns its head a little bit quizzically, and then it looks at you, directly at you, Harkus, and it says, "You skinner of pelts."
I'm just.
Words
I'm
got
gonna,
around.
I'm gonna pull out the long sword of life
Killer.
stealing, and I'm gonna go.
Killer
Oh.
of you,
It's like, yes, you
stealer
have
of pelts,
beautiful fur.
killer of beasts.
My
I
grandma,
have-
what lovely fur you have.
He says,
The better
he
to
says,
pelt it.
the cat says, "I have been awakened by thy ravison. You've killed my brothers.
Oh, well.
It is time for you to die." And as he says that, several of the other animals make their appearance.
That's a
in
big
fact,
cat.
As you have encountered an awakened crag cat. Let's get rid of the sword noises.
And all the crag cats have swords.
Yes.
It just goes
They've
to
all
bad
been
from
awakened and developed thumbs.
from bad to worse.
We're gonna get rid of those things in the noise catalog.
As long as they can't figure out how to open doors.
All right. As soon as my initiative tracker rolls up, everybody can. Let me clear it. Make sure it's cleared. And everybody can go ahead and roll initiative.
That's better. I had to change dice.
All right. I actually clicked Leonard's token. So, are all of these crag cats awakened?
You've only heard one speak so far. The one in the center looks on the center rock. I'm gonna make him bigger. Looks bigger and meaner than the others. And he's the one that spoke at you in common. And I'm almost done rolling their initiatives. Did everybody get into the tracker?
Good lord, there are a lot of them.
Harkus, you're up first. Harkus, taker of pelts.
I'm gonna yell at him, "You look like a coat!" And then I'm just gonna run up here and get about right here, and then I'm going to shoot at him with my short bow a couple of times.
Okay. Uh, 14 is a miss. 11 is a miss.
I need some new dice again. And I'm going to mumble under my breath, "And I look like lunch."
The big crag cat on top of the hill is going to leap off. And as he does, he's going to take a leaping strike at Ordella.
Of course he is.
As he leaps and pounces. 16.
Yes, that meets.
That does 10 slashing, and he knocks you prone as you're on top of him. Because he's on top of you.
I was about to say what?
And
Not
he's
looking
gonna
so good.
and he's gonna bite at you with advantage. 11. 11 doesn't hit, I assume.
No.
All right. The other one is also going to leap off of the top and is going to try to slash at Leonard. With advantage, 18.
That will
That's
do it.
8 slashing, and he's going to try to bite at you. 19.
That will
6
also do it.
6 piercing as he is on top of you now and biting at you. Zarya, you're up.
All right, so I will pull out my axe and I will point it at Harkus and then Ordella and then Leonard as if I'm like, I don't know, knighting them or something. And as I do it, I'll cast Bless. You each get a D4 to attack rolls and saving throws for the next minute. And that was my action. I don't really have a bonus action that I can do here, so I'm just gonna back up a little bit.
All right. It is this cat's turn, and it's going to leap off. And it's going to charge this way. It can get about that far before its turn is out. It can't quite make it to Granite Guts, but it's charging at you. It's the big one's turn, and the big one is going to leap at Harkus. And it's going to claw at you, Harkus. 18 to hit.
18, what happened to the 11?
Has advantage.
Why?
Because it's leaping on top of you.
I mean, what kind of crap?
I mean, that makes sense, unfortunately. I mean,
That's it. From now on, I'm leaping on everybody.
Okay. If you surprise leap on somebody, then okay. All right, I tell you what. Actually, because you were aware of this guy, fully aware, I'll give it an 8. Fine. I will not give him advantage like I gave the others that left.
Question is, if you were aware, why didn't you move?
Yeah, I saw the other guys leap. I knew it was a possibility.
In Harkus's defense, they were literally having a conversation.
Yeah.
All right, so its second attack is 21
That
to
one
hit.
hit.
10 slashing
Okay.
as it claws at you.
Okay.
Leonard, you're up. I would normally magic missile for Yatara, but he's in a trance thinking about space whales.
So, I think it's time to bring out my trusty desk flamethrower.
Okay,
The pelts.
bringing him out.
And I still don't have flamethrower control. All right.
Oh, here, let me give you flamethrower control. You should. Hang on. I can fix that. Flamethrower. All right, you tell me what you're going to do. Okay, you have control of it now.
Okay. I'm going to move it here.
Okay? You should be able to move it, but at this point.
I cannot.
Dadgummit.
And I'm going to try to get in its 15-foot cone. This one for sure, and if I can get the tail end of this one, literally.
You definitely have control of it now. I've done it. Yeah, you're going to move it, and you're going to try to get which two?
Got the one on top of me and the one on top of Ordella.
I'll grant that you can do this because they're on top of you. You're prone, so I'll grant you can burn both of them. What's this saving throw?
I believe it's a DC 14 dex check. So let me just.
I got one fail and one pass. Which one do you want to pass? The one on you or the one on Ordella?
I would like the one on Ordella to pass.
Okay.
I should have rolled the damage. Okay. 12 fire damage.
That one takes 6, and the one on top of you takes 12. As the fire burns them all. Last cat. It leaps down and comes charging over. Boy, y'all rolled bad. The cats have gotten the girl upper hand here. Ordella, you're up. You're under a cat.
Okay.
What happened to me? I thought I was before Ordella.
Where are you? Hang on.
No. You're
I
21.
was first.
No.
Yeah.
Ordella's
You're at the
last.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm next
okay.
to last. Wait your turn. There's plenty
I
of
gotta
cats.
get this belt.
I know, as long as Leonard doesn't burn them.
Or give up mine.
I'm trying.
Cadillac's over there selling your pelts while we're fighting.
Cadillac
That's
hadn't
right.
had a turn. Cadillac hadn't had a turn yet either.
Yeah, I was
so-
gonna say I think I'm last.
All right, Ordella, what are you doing? You got a cat on top of you.
Okay, I'm gonna stab the cat with my
Are you going to try to get out from underneath the cat? Or are you just going to wrestle with it and stab?
I'm just gonna like start stabbing. He's on
Okay.
top of me. Oh, hang on. Quick.
That'll hit.
Yes. And then, hang on, my stuff keeps. There. And then.
Okay.
Another one.
That'll hit.
Good. And then. Bonus action. Can I get my dancing longsword out?
It is an action to get it out.
Oh,
a
it's an
bonus
action.
to get it out. It is
I
a
keep getting
bonus
them mixed
action
up.
to move it around.
Coobies. Okay.
Yeah, so you can get it out next turn, and then you can use the bonus action to strike with it.
Okay.
Cadillac Granite Guts, you're up. You got two of them charging at you.
Okay, with a bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and invoke Divine Favor.
Okay.
Which will give me an extra D4 on hit, and then I'm going to go ahead and move forward to this guy and clunk him on the nose.
Okay.
With Dust Crusher.
All right, do it.
And I'm gonna go
You
ahead.
meet that
and
cat charging at you straight on with a hammer. Just
tink tink.
2 hits.
Sweet.
Holy cow! And two-handed or one-handed? How would you be doing it?
Two-handed.
Two-handed. So.
And there's oh yes, sweet. And there's the D4s per hit.
It looks real bad. It's not dead, but it looks bad. Harkus, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna take out my flame tongue longsword and
Okay.
shoot the guy in front of me.
Okay. That's a hit.
And it is a.
As you do that, the cat says, "I will hang your pelt on my cave."
I get 2d6s as well to that. So.
Yes. Ravison.
All right. Then.
Ravison taught me the evils of this world. I will hang your pelt on my cave. That's a hit. Okay.
And then I'm gonna flurry of blows him.
Okay. So you get a punch. Hits.
I'm just gonna punch.
Misses.
And then, well, I get a D. Do I get?
You get a D4.
All right, roll the D4. All right, that makes it a hit. 2 hits.
Okay.
Ooh. You've scratched him. All right. It is the cat on top of Ordella's turn, and he's going to bite at Ordella with advantage on you. 20 and 24.
Oh, yeah.
So, 12 damage.
All right, I'm looking pretty rough. So
Help!
yeah,
the
is
crag
a
cat
healing potion an action or a bonus action?
The crag cat on top of Leonard is going to bite at him twice with advantage. 20 and 23.
Yep, those will both hit.
20 damage.
Ooh.
Zarya.
Okay. With my bonus action, can I bring out spiritual weapon? It is
For sure.
not concentration, so I should be able to do it at the same time.
Yeah, you sure can. It's your axe thing.
Yes. And I'm going to place it right next to where Ardella is and have it attack that one.
Okay.
Do
it. That's a hit. That kills it.
Yay!
It falls off of Ordella, who's looking pretty rough right now. Pelt intact. The large cat lets out just a horrible hiss at its companion cat being brought down.
Okay, and it was the one that was attacking Cadillac that looks worse, right?
Yeah, Cadillac nearly murdered this one with his powerful hammer.
Okay, with my axe, I'm gonna rush up and attack it.
Now, I don't know how dead Leonard's looking, because Leonard just, not to metagame it too much, but all right.
80% of my hit points and damage.
That is a miss with a 10.
Okay.
Okay. It is that Crag Cat's turn. And it's going to scratch at Granite Guts. 14?
Does not hit.
It's a miss. It's the Biggin's turn now at Harkus. And it's going to try to bite at you, Harkus. Oh no, it fails both those rolls. 13 and a 6.
Lucky.
Leonard, you're up. You got a cat on top of you.
All right.
Its turn's
first,
coming up soon.
First, my guy's going to do his thing. DC 14 dex save.
You're flame throwing at it?
For 6.
That's a fail. At the one on top of you?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then I am going to, from underneath it, I'll do Shocking Grasp.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay, for 2d8, 11
Ooh,
lightning damage.
It looks bad, but it's still alive, and it's ready to bite at you again next turn. Does Shocking Grasp let you move it or anything?
No.
No, nothing to get it off of you?
No, just shock it.
Just shock it. All right. It is this one's turn, and it's going to, I think, charge at Harkus and try to bite Harkus. 21 to hit Harkus. Or 8
good.
piercing.
I needed a second one to come after me.
Yep. Ordella, you're up. The thing that is on you is dead. You can get out your dancing sword now if you like.
Okay. I'll get out my dancing longsword now. And then, as a bonus action, I can make an attack.
Yep.
Okay.
You can move it 30 feet and have it attack whatever you want. It can do that 4 times.
Okay. Alright, well then I'll attack this one that is the second one that's attacking Harkus.
Alright, it zings over there, and that's a hit. Does 7 damage.
Okay.
Very nice. And you've used your action, any movement?
I'm going to come over here to this one that's on Leonard. So I can be ready to attack that next.
Cadillac, you're up. This thing's on you. It's not on top of you, but it's biting at you.
Okay, so as a bonus action, I am going to say a quick prayer and cast Shield of Faith, which will give me a little bit of extra AP.
Okay.
And then the game board technically ends at I think the hooves of this cat that's right beside me. But what I would like to do is quickly sort of stoop and roll where I'm like beneath him.
You can do that.
Okay.
In fact, I'll just
Okay, sweet. So then, this is perfect. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up Dust Crusher and just hold it right out in front of me and say, in the name of Sylvanas, lay low.
Oh, so are you doing the radiant line?
Yes, everything in front of me. Wait a minute. Harkus, does Sunbeam hit friendly fire?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So no, it's possible. If you move over there, you can get all of these. Look at my line.
Oh no, it's
and
too
miss
good.
Harkus.
Okay, good. If you'll let me do that, like I don't want to miss her, but
you still have movement.
Okay, yeah.
But this is like... yourself right there.
I'm just gonna glance sort of side-eyed at Cadillac and be like, "Give me a reason."
It's just real close.
Remind him that he's on my list anyway.
They all fail. The first cat, there is not a pelt to be had.
Oh, no.
It is just turned into dust. It just blasts to bits. The second cat is basically a kitty briquette and definitely dead. The third cat, the big one that's eating Harkus, takes the entire 29 after failing that, sneers at you, and readies to bite Harkus again. But a lot of its skin is missing. Like, a lot of its fur and skin is missing.
He's a tough customer.
But he's still there. Harkus, Granite Guts has just microwaved all your pelts. But they're dead. In the name of Sylvanas. And Harkus, I think you're up.
All right, well, I'm going to swing my flame tongue sword at him a couple of times.
That's a hit. The second one's a miss, the first one's a hit.
I got a 4, I got a D4 as well.
Okay, well then it'll be a hit then.
Okay.
Yep, it's a hit.
All right, so, and then.
All right, I want you to describe to me how you bring down the big awakened crag cat.
Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-skin him. I'm going to take the flame tongue sword and I'm going to go sort of neck to butt and I'm just going to open him up.
It falls over. You've got skins. Every one of them now is fire damaged. The one next to Kenny, a flamethrower, is currently roasting. The ones on you, Granite Guts literally turned one of them to ash. The other one is now a kitty briquette, and this one's missing half of its fur. Maybe leathers. Maybe it could be cat leather. And it's dead. That one's dead. It's the one on top.
Can I just take my movement to move over here toward the other one?
Yeah, you can move.
I'm basically bloodthirsty.
But it's its turn now, and it's on top of Leonard, and it's going to bite at him twice with advantage. 20 and an 18.
Okay. That's going to hit.
4, 12, 16.
Okay, I'm dead.
Are you dead outright or just unconscious?
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you're not dead outright yet. But you will be soon.
Yep.
Zarya is up.
All right. So Bonus action, I'm gonna move the axe up towards the one that's still up and attack with it.
Okay. That's a miss.
Okay. And then I will rush up to Leonard and I will use Cure Wounds. I will reach down and touch his shoulder or whatever I can reach.
Yeah. There's a big cat biting him. It's got his head like in his mouth. You're able to get a hand in there. Leonard, you got 12 hit points.
Oh, nice.
And in fact, Leonard, it's your turn.
Perfect timing. All right. Flamethrower is going to do its thing first.
All right, you're gonna have to angle it so that it doesn't roast your friends. But you're able to do that. And it's not rolling for some reason. There goes 5.
All right. Well,
so
fired.
Roll good with the flamethrower, and that's going to do it. That kills it. That drops the.
Perfect.
It's now burning. I had to move it over to give it its little X. Yeah, that does it, and
Are any of the pelts still usable?
yeah, they're just not as valuable as they would have otherwise been.
Put out the fire.
A couple of them clearly are not, because they've just been roasted. I assume Grenagutz turns off the Care Bear stare for the day, and
it's a darn shame, because once I turn it off, but like there's nothing for it to do here, unfortunately. Are there any other wild creatures that it could like cook so that we could have food or something? Is there any useful thing
could
this
I
could do?
Go around just blasting wilderness creatures?
You can like, can you continue to cook the cats and we can eat those?
Do you just like go like, my God believes in death while roasting deer and squirrels and?
Well, I mean, my God believes in the circle of life.
Delicious animals to roast.
And yeah, death is a part of the circle of life.
So since you're talking about roasting animals, are you guys taking a short rest here? To recoup and use hit points and
down to 2 hit points.
Bandage your wounds.
Might not be a terrible idea.
I don't know if the time pressure for like we got to get to Zardoc because like bad shit's gonna happen if we don't do it in time means you don't want to do a long rest. You're pushed to try to get there, or what? What does everybody want to do? Zarya, what do you want to do? Ordella wants to rest. I assume Leonard maybe wants to rest. What does
I'm
Harkus
rebuilding my pelt collection.
So Harkus is collecting pelts.
He's not resting. He's skinning animals.
I think Zarya would be keeping watch. She doesn't really need the rest, so she's going to let the others rest.
All right. So you guys are able to take a short rest if you'd like. You can roll hit die, whatever hit die you want to roll to regain hit points. You can roll as many of those as you want, Ordella. You have as many as you have levels. So roll all the hit that you want and such. You all may remember the Cragcat spoke the name Ravison, who was the Frost Druid doing things on behalf of the Frostmaiden, awakening creatures, the same that
we killed.
The beast of Maer Dweldon and awoken the moose of Lonelywood, who told you there were others that he had awakened that would seek his revenge.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about that, but I was too busy getting eaten.
Yep, these are some of the others that would seek his revenge. There are more. My favorite is the awakened walrus. An hour passes and nothing happens. You guys are able to reclaim some health, and it's still fairly early in the day. Who leads on?
I'll lead.
All right.
I'm feeling good.
Roll me a survival check. 14. Better than last time. You wind your way through the wilderness, through the hills and valleys and mountains, and you're making what you feel like is pretty good progress. But you're with a 14, you're not 100% certain that you're taking every turn exactly correctly, that you're, that you haven't missed a few valleys here and there, and the day is beginning to grow long. It's night is approaching as you sort of make your way here, and you come across something that is a little bit out of the ordinary, that you haven't seen before or seen anything like it, really. And you're not sure if it's related to this Zardoc business or if this is something else. You see on a hilltop, or in sort of an area surrounded by hills here, there are like a circle of what looks like some sort of standing stones or something, all arranged in sort of a circular pattern. And they are very large.
I'm gonna get very excited about this, because the last time I saw something like this, I ended up with a dead elf. So this all seems very exciting to me.
Yeah, so there are sort of standing stones all in sort of a circle. They are covered by ice, and there are scores of black ravens that are circling overhead this area. So are you approaching that, Harkus?
Oh, sure.
Is everybody else going up to this thing as the sun is beginning to set?
Would Zarya recognize this?
Zarya, roll history real quick. From where you're at, Zarya, it has a familiar tone. Something's familiar about it, but you need to go up to it to take a look.
Yeah, I will join the others and get closer.
Okay. As you get closer, you see, Zarya, that what you're seeing are, in fact, not standing stones, but they are 7 giant chairs, thrones, in fact, all arranged in a ring atop this snow-covered hill, with ravens circling around them. And yeah, that's what you see. Sorry, you've heard of something like this before, as you see it, and there are markings around in giant that you recognize, and it strikes you, Zarya, because what you see is a prayer and a dedication to Thrym, written on the stones surrounding these giant thrones in giant, written in giant. And I'm not going to make you roll for this because Thrym is your god, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so I'm not going to make you roll for this. You have heard tale of something like this. The ancient throne of the ancient frost giants. And legend tells of great treasures that could be found here somehow. And this site, you don't know the details about it, but you've heard the stories of the ancient kings of the giants used to meet here to discuss the rulings of their kingdom, as this was part of an ancient giant kingdom once, long, long ago. And this was like the Camelot, like their meeting grounds. You've heard stories about it passed down through your peoples, and but you've never been here. and nobody's ever actually like seen it that you know of in your tribe or has been here. You've just sort of stumbled across it on accident. But it certainly has some importance, and it certainly harbors some sort of power and some sort of powerful treasure potentially. That's what you know.
Yeah, as I'm circling it, and kind of trying to get a better look, I'm slowly recounting what I know about this. Sans the treasure part, I just want to see if there are anything else that stands out to me other than just the giant ruins. Anything else that
I'll bring you there.
Sure.
You roll 20 to load. And you are, hang on. Let me get the music accompaniment correct for where we're at. You're at just a moment. The only person here is Yatara, so let me get a non-Yatara character to be here. Let me bring your characters here. So you find yourself standing amongst, as it has begun to get dark, amongst these rings of empty thrones at the top of this snow-covered hill. I've got Harkus, Leonard, Ordella, Granite Guts, and Zarya. And Yatara is kind of hanging out here. Yeah, what exactly are you looking for in these? And as you're sort of looking, it in fact is getting really dark. What exactly are you looking for, Zarya, in this Ring of Thrones?
Is there anything that isn't necessarily language, but like symbolic or
Yes.
symbols or anything like that?
Yes. Roll investigation. 16. The symbol that you catch that strikes you the most is the symbol of the moon. Symbol of the full moon, in fact.
Jeff, does this look similar to the Moon Elf ruins?
Like... Kind of. As y'all are thinking about it, can I take 5 minutes to use the restroom real quick? I'll be right back while y'all look at that and think about things. Maybe less. I'll be right back.
Does anybody else see the ghost of a giant?
Yes.
Okay. just making sure.
Sitting there waiting on us.
I'm gonna sit in that one.
Just not within reach of the ghost giant.
That's probably doable.
Yeah. Get my own throne. So what are we doing?
All right. In fact, Zarya, you notice as Harkus has cleared the skies of the storm above, that the sky above you is clear and bright, and the aurora that seems to fill the sky each night, bringing this terrible winter with it, is above. And in fact, you notice that rising is in fact tonight a full moon, Zarya.
I think that
has been cleared by Harkus's spell.
Okay. I think I will put down my shield and grab my axe, and the head of it, I'll lean my arms on it with the handle to the ground and bow my head and begin to say a prayer in giant to Thrym.
Okay.
Some of the normal stuff, but also asking for guidance and knowledge.
Yeah. As you do that, appearing slowly in the chairs. Sorry for giving away one that was apparent, but slowly, one at a time, ghostly figures begin to fill each of the chairs surrounding you. They are giant creatures, and they clearly are like see-through apparitions of some sort. And each of them are wearing like various like giant crowns of sorts. And the largest one that is sitting directly in front of you as you sort of are speaking in giant looks at you and he speaks in giant at you and he says, "You speak of the god Thrym, god of the giants. Step forth, young challenger, and prove your worth before Regaravara."
Regaravara?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Regarvarva. Regaryavara. Regaryavara? Is that right? Regarvarva. Regaryavara.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Regaryarva. Regaryarva? Best I can do. Come on, wizards. Who came up with this?
Geraldo Rivera, that's all I heard.
Geraldo Rivera. And step forth, young challenger, and test yourself before Regaryavara. And you roll history.
Okay.
Because you know some giant history, right?
I would assume yes. Would I argue that I should have advantage on this, or?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. 17. One of the most powerful and famous frost giant kings of all time lived thousands of years ago and died thousands of years ago. And as he says, test your might before Regaryavara, you recognize this. All of a sudden, the ground begins to shake, and terrible noises come forth. And rising out of the ground is a giant skeletal feature of a frost giant. It rises up to the size of a giant before you, bones coming to life, bearing a giant axe, and it bears down on all of you. Roll initiative. Let me clear the initiative tracker first. Hang on. Now roll initiative. All right. A giant skeleton made out of frost giant bones is up, and it's going to swing first, and it's going to swing at the praying Zarya with a great axe. Zarya does a 14 hit you.
Is that with disadvantage? Oh, wait, no, it wouldn't hit me. Granted, did I get a chance to pick my shield back up or no?
Yes.
Okay.
You've got your shield.
It does not hit me.
Okay. Second attack. With disadvantage, a 22.
Yeah, that'll do.
This does 18 slashing to you.
Okay. Can I use a reaction, please?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, new character, who dis? Can I have them make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Okay. It's not very dexterous. It's a skeleton giant. 11.
Yeah, DC was 15. So as soon as it hits me, you see again sparks kind of radiate off of my shield, and then it shoots forward. And he takes a little bit of damage
13.
as I use Wrath of the Storm.
All right. You're no longer displacing, but you're there. Leonard, you're up.
All right. I have used my guy and can't summon him again. So I'm going to cast at this large creature catapult with a rock from the ground.
Okay. Again, the super dexterous giant skeleton rolls a 2.
All right.
Takes 15 bludgeoning.
15 bludgeoning damage.
Zarya, you're up.
Okay. How much damage was that before? I'm sorry, was it
13?
13?
You did 13?
Okay. No, it did to me.
Oh, it did to you. 18.
18, okay.
Sorry, I'm too lazy to change it to rolling open. It's just set that way automatically.
No, you're good. I just was, yeah, attempting to figure out what my reaction was. Okay, yeah, I mean, I feel like I just need to attack him. I'm just going to reach out and touch him, and I'm going to attempt to inflict wounds.
Okay. I would say a 24 will hit. Yeah, indeed. $13. All right. Harkus, you're up. This thing doesn't have a pelt. You might not be interested.
All right, I'm gonna move up and swing at it with my sword.
All right. That is a hit. Oh, holy
That was
crap.
just I just rolled both attacks. At the same
Okay,
time.
both hit.
It's fine. And then the 2d6. And then the other damage. And the 2d6.
Okay. It's
And
still kicking.
And then a flurry of blows.
That hits. Ouch. That misses.
No, those were just damage.
Okay.
It was a 16
gotcha.
and a 15 for the, and then 10 and 11 for damage.
Gotcha. It's still kicking. Ordella.
Okay, I'm gonna run up on it and get my great axe out.
That'll hit.
That, and then another hit.
Okay.
Not so much.
11 is a miss. Not so
Oh, well.
much.
Alas.
Cadillac Granite Guts.
Okay. I'm going to boop him on the nose a couple of times.
Okay.
Boop, boop.
Miss hit.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, with the one that hits,
AC 14. DC, yeah, AC 14.
Okay. With the one that hits, I am going to use Divine Smite, and
Ooh.
I am going to burn a 2nd level spell slot on that.
Okay.
And let me go ahead and mark that so I don't forget. It's undead, right?
It is.
Pity for him. So that is going to be, okay, 2 by default, plus 1 for the 2nd level spell slot, plus 1 since he's undead. So that's going to be 4d8.
Okay, please describe to me how you destroy the skeleton. I don't know
Bones
that
go
you
like
need to,
confetti everywhere.
I don't know that you need to roll it. Oh,
Actually,
actually, you do. 13 doesn't quite do it.
oh no!
No,
Oh,
I thought
no!
you would have it for
If
sure.
only I had booped him just a little bit harder. Oh no!
Yep,
Boop him again.
It's got 1 HP,
Wow.
but 1
Quick,
HP
someone
is
in there claim to kill.
but 1 HP is enough. What's
Yeah.
it gonna do? Holy shnikes!
Oh no!
No.
Is it gonna do its freezing stare or its great axe? I think it's just gonna do its great axe at Harkus. 14 and a 17.
17 hits.
This does 20 slashing. Leonard.
All right.
I'm going to look at him and say, do not kill Steel. I'm mad now. I'm going to try and skin a skeleton.
Okay, I am not gonna kill it with fire. I am going to no, I may have to kill it with fire. You know what? I will enter into touch range
Okay,
and try to shock and grasp it.
that hits.
12
And with-
lightning damage.
And with 12 lightning damage, the skeleton bones fall into dust and just vanish. And you hear the king giant at the front say, very good, very good. But your task is not completed yet. And Zarya, it's your turn.
Okay.
What
And I
do you
don't
do?
see anything.
You don't see anything.
Do you hear anything?
You can certainly roll perception to see what you can come up with.
I was looking for something to see if it requires sight. So hang on 1 second. Where is it? I know I have it. Each that can see or hear you within 30 feet. Can I turn undead? Channel divinity, turn undead.
Okay. The giants in the chairs don't seem to be affected by this at all. And there don't seem to be other undead around. So
Okay.
as you try to channel divinity and turn undead, you don't sense any undead.
Okay. I just step forward and say, what would you have me do?
The voice bellows, prove your worth. Ordella, it's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna roll perception.
Okay.
Since I don't see anything.
Ordella, the wind is kicking up around you all in sort of abnormal patterns, and with a crit, the wind is whipping right at the feet of Granite Guts, who has not noticed it yet.
Okay. I yell at him to jump back.
It's not his turn, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, then I am going to, I guess, run over there and like push him out of the way from whatever's coming.
You're gonna push Granite Guts?
Yeah, can I do that?
Yeah, or you can, yeah.
Or I can.
All right, yeah.
Because
You
I mean,
push
if it's wind, what am I gonna do to win?
well, you just see wind whipping. You push Granite Guts. Granite Guts, are you resisting the push? Are you letting Ordella? Ordella's going, watch out, and running at you and pushing you.
I am surprised. I don't know of a reason why I would sort of, fight back. But I am
Okay.
surprised.
So you're moved out of the way. And then Granite Guts, what you see is Ordella, as she pushed you out of the way, all of a sudden, something grabs Ordella and 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Ordella gets lifted up into the air out of nowhere and just slammed down into the ground for nine bludgeoning damage, as something invisible has grabbed Ordella and picked her up and body slammed her, and then it's doing it again.
Oh yay!
14 to hit Ordella.
That does not.
As it tries to like pick you up off the ground, Ordella, you're able to like full splay out and like resist it trying to like lift you up and slam you down again.
Crawl out of the way.
And all of a sudden the wind like disappears around you, and whatever it is has like moved somewhere. Standing next to Harcus, all of a sudden, Harcus, you are attacked. 16 to hit Harcus. And you are picked up, and Harcus is slammed into the ground. 8 bludgeoning damage. And again, this time 18 to hit for 8 more bludgeoning damage. 16 bludgeoning damage to Harcus, as Harcus is slammed into the ground like a rag doll. And Cadillac, you're up.
I am going to attempt to use Divine Sense to detect the exact location that this entity may be.
Okay, what does Divine Sense allow you to detect?
Good and evil. I can sense anything affected by the Hollow spell or another location of any celestial fiend or undead that is not behind total cover.
Okay, you don't detect any celestials, fiends, or undeads.
Well,
there's something there, but it's clearly not celestial, fiend, or undead. And they don't seem to be evil. It's just some sort of like spell or elemental creature or something like that. But you see Harcus getting slammed in the ground, so you sort of know one of them's on Harcus.
Okay. Do I still have an action?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I am going to, I guess, run over to Harcus and I don't know. Madly swing. And I hope I don't hit Harcus.
That pause is lay on hands.
Make me an attack roll. Is Harcus unconscious?
Yeah, Harcus, how are you looking?
No, not good. Not great.
Oh, that's a decision.
I am most definitely bloodied.
Oh dear.
You're madly swinging. I love it. Roll me an attack roll.
Okay, well, I guess the best defense is a good offense, Harcus. And so
Amen.
I tried to boop the wind on the nose with Dust Crusher.
Swing it. With disadvantage, a 15 is a hit.
Oh!
Dust Crusher makes contact with something. And you hear this horrible like hissing sound as you've damaged whatever it is.
I'm going to burn another spell slot to conduct another Divine Smite.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and burn another 2nd level spell slot to do that. And then I am going to, that adds roll, that will be 3d8.
Yeah, it lets out a horrible, like, airy hiss as you make contact with it and hit it. Leonard, you're up. You can see where Cadillac has made contact. It's invisible, but you're watching Dust Crusher hit something.
Okay, I'm going to aim at whatever Dust Crusher is hitting.
Okay. Still disadvantaged, but
so here's a question, and this is more mechanics. If I use an attack that requires a dex save.
Yep.
How does that work?
It's you target an area, and we'll roll that out and we'll see.
Okay. I'm going to catapult then.
Okay. It's going to make a dex save. 19.
Okay, that is a success. And by the spirit of sort of what we're dealing with, I think it's reasonable that a success just misses it.
Does it normally take half?
Well, maybe it just doesn't take half.
I thought with catapult, it doesn't take anything.
Catapult. Oh. Failed save. It strikes the object and stops moving, so all the momentum is gone. All right. So it doesn't do anything.
All right. Harkus, you're up.
So, assuming since I'm basically right next to Cadillac,
yep,
I saw where he hit this thing.
Yep, you can target it. It's going to be disadvantaged, but you sort of know the general area of where it's at.
Okay, so can you give me an idea of where he hit it?
Like right between you and Leonard.
Right between me and Leonard. All right. Then I'm going to apologize to Leonard, and I'm going to Breath of the Dragon at the thing.
Okay.
It's a dex 13, a dex save of 13.
Okay. Leonard, roll your dex save.
Yeah, because that's me too.
It rolls a 21 as
what?
It. Whoosh. Yep, sure did.
All right, so it takes 2.
Right. And Leonard, you take 4.
And Leonard takes 4. Yep.
And then I'll just flail at it with my flame tongue sword blindly.
You're blindly flailing at it. Give me the next one. All right, 15 hits.
Okay.
For 10. -6. Yep. And second attack.
I think the Breath of the Dragon counts as an action.
Okay, fair enough.
I would imagine a flurry of blows is going to be.
Yeah.
I guess I could do a flurry of blows at disadvantage.
Yeah, if you're going to punch at it.
Yeah.
I'm going to punch the invisible thing.
Punch the wind. Super
Pretty much
effective.
missed him with that one.
Yep, that's a miss.
You don't say.
You got another one. Still a miss. A lot of missing here.
It's the wind.
Yep. Zarya, you're up.
Just look like a crazy person.
All right. So I will close my eyes and then say a quick prayer, and then whenever I open my eyes, you begin to see little spirit guardians flitting about, and upon closer inspection, it looks like a bunch of, I mean, it's essentially like an army of little giants.
Okay.
So it goes out to a 15 feet, and it moves with me wherever I move. I'm wondering if them going into spaces where my party is not, if that might reveal where this thing might be, just out of the fact that it can't be there.
Yeah, if things get smacked by the spirit guardians, basically.
Yeah, essentially. Also, I'm designating my own people as those that can't be affected by this, so they don't have to worry about it.
Okay. I'm trying to get a spirit guardian ring here. It's just Roll20 doesn't want to cooperate. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong layer. That's why. So 15 feet is pretty 15-foot radius.
It says they flit around you to a distance of 15 feet for the duration. I assume that means radius, but it doesn't actually say
so
radius.
It's like 1 click larger. So it's like that. Okay. This one that Harkus and Leonard have been fighting is in the radius.
Okay. It needs to. It says whenever it starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, well, it's not its turn right now.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna move closer to where they're at. And just
Okay.
you don't have to move the thing. I know it moves with it. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Ordella, you're up.
Okay, I'm watching all this go on, so I'm gonna come up here and see if I can hit at it too.
Okay.
Let's see. I guess my great axe. Oh, failed.
That's going to be a miss. Go ahead and roll your second attack. Roll with the disadvantage now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Again.
That's 2 misses.
Gee.
Alas. Sorry.
It's the left.
This thing's going to disengage, and it started its turn in the Spirit Guardian, so it needs to make a wisdom save.
Right.
It rolls a 22 critical wisdom.
Okay. I believe it still takes. Yeah, it takes half.
Okay, so 9.
And
Okay,
we'll make it radiant damage if that matters.
9 radiant. Okay. This thing seems to disengage and then move as it flits to somewhere different. It's not its turn anymore, and all of a sudden, Leonard, you are attacked by something that grabs at you. 15 to hit.
That'll do it.
Does 9 bludgeoning damage.
Wonderful.
And then 20 to hit.
Surprisingly, that misses.
Yeah. This time does 15 bludgeoning damage. Oh, man. As Leonard is all of a sudden picked up and slammed into the ground.
Yeah, and right back on the verge of death.
And Cadillac, you're up now.
So this is still. I'm sensing this right beside me, since Leonard's
Nope,
very close to me.
Not
right?
anymore. It seems to have hit Leonard and then moved.
But oh, well, darn.
You know where it hit Leonard from, but it seems to maybe have moved.
Okay. Do I have any way to potentially
Make an invisible thing visible?
Try to divine, like, through, I don't know.
Yeah, roll perception.
Yeah, maybe dust being stirred up or something.
Yeah, you can try to perceive where it's at. With a 20 perception, you see dust kicking up kind of in this general area. You don't see anything, but you get a sense of dust whipping around over there.
I did not see that.
You did not? You rolled 20 perception.
No. I mean, I cannot see where you indicated.
Oh. Can you not see the rings?
I cannot.
I can't either.
What? Am I on the wrong layer here? Hang on.
There you go.
Ah, ha, ha.
On the wrong layer. Sorry.
Okay.
You see dust kicking up in this region.
Then I am just going to charge in that direction like a mad dwarf, just flailing and swinging Dust Crusher.
Okay.
Hoping to make contact with something.
Yeah, do it. Roll me with disadvantage.
Okay. Roger. Give me just a jiffy. And all right. And then that's going to be boop, boop.
Yeah, both of those hit. Were you two-handing that or one-handing it?
Two-handing.
All right. Minus 13, minus 8. Yeah, you nail it.
And I guess that's me for the moment.
Okay. As it takes a good smack, Leonard, you're up.
All right.
You are able to see
Leonard.
around where Granite Guts is making contact.
Yeah.
Or you could try to
I'm gonna
perceive where the
try-
other one is.
I'll try a firebolt at the one I sort of kind of know where it is.
All right. It
Why did
misses.
that not roll? Oh, did that roll?
10.
Okay. Well, never mind.
Harkus.
All right. I'm running over here next to Granite Guts. And I'm going to swing with the sword.
Yeah. Give me the disadvantage.
Oh, missed that one.
Critical miss. Hits Granite Guts in the face. 2 misses.
Damn it. All right. And then in my flurry of blows like a madman at just
Punch, punch, punch.
the air. Come on.
Critical miss. 25 and
There we go.
all right, 25 makes contact.
Okay.
As you get 9 bludgeoning damage off this thing, like right here, just punch and you make contact with something solid. Zarya, you're up.
Okay. Are they making contact here or here? Or can I
Like
tell?
right between
What-
Harkus and Granite Guts somewhere.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to move here. Spirit Guardians move with me. And then I'm just going to swing my axe in that general direction.
Okay. That's going to be a miss.
Okay. I end my turn there.
Ordella, you're up.
I'm just following everybody else, like
Just
trying to follow
chasing
the
it,
guy.
chasing
Yeah.
it. I
Like,
love the
I'll come over
strategy
here
of
too.
we're going to chase it around the ring.
Okay, I'll come around here and start swinging my axe too, and
That's a
failing.
miss. You have 2 attacks.
Or
Critical
Jesus,
miss.
help me.
Yeah, alas. Leonard, does a 14 hit you?
No.
It does not.
No.
Leonard, does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
All of a sudden, you guys see Leonard fly through the air and get slammed into the ground for 13 bludgeoning.
All right, Leonard is dead again, unconscious again.
You all hear Leonard just scream in the background, ah, as he sort of drops out as something
We're really trying to meet Donatello pretty hard this session.
slams Leonard hard into the ground. It is this thing's turn. It's in the Spirit Guardian's ring.
Okay. It needs to make another save.
Wisdom. 6.
Yeah, that fails.
Holy cow. Yeah, that's pretty good. There is
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
no, what were we gonna say?
Never mind. It occurred to me it's not my turn. That was an effect. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say y'all got to figure out a way to make this invisible things visible. This thing grabs Granite Guts and slams him 8 misses and a 23 hits. Granite Guts, you take 10 bludgeoning damage as this thing whips at you, slams you into the ground. Harkus, you sense it moving away. You have the opportunity to take an opportunity attack. Same thing with you,
Okay.
Ordella. Harkus, a 13 is a miss. Ordella, roll again for disadvantage. $18 is a hit, Ordella. Roll damage as you hit it as it tries to get away.
Yay.
Granite Guts, you're up.
Okay. Is it still? Can I still? Do I still have a general idea where it's the one closest to me is at?
You'd have to try to perceive it. The only one that you know about for sure is that something just slammed Leonard into the ground.
But I know it's there.
You know that one is somewhere near Leonard, maybe, unless it moved.
Oh, okay. I'm going to try to perceive what I can perceive.
All right, roll perception.
Okay. And
22.
Thank God.
Yeah, there is wind whipping around Leonard's feet right next to him, and with a 22, there is also the wind whipping around the ground right over here. So wind is whipping at Leonard's feet, and there is wind whipping like here and over like right next to Leonard.
I did not see the over here, the not Leonard section.
Okay, so it's like wind is whipping here, and wind is whipping here.
Okay, I'm going to run over here, and as I do, I twist around behind me and I say, Shrubwad, I need a couple of your beans right now.
I can get you a good berry.
I need all the good berries you got, my good man.
I got one.
Okay, give me. I hope it's a good one.
And the shrub wiggles out one good berry.
Okay. I then am going to use an unarmed strike to slap with the good berry the thing.
Okay, roll me that unarmed slap.
Let's see how this even works. I can punch, kick, headbutt, or use a similar forceful blow to deal a bludgeoning equal to 1 plus strength.
That's the damage.
Yeah,
You're proficient in fighting, so it is a strength plus proficiency roll. Everybody's going to be proficient unarmed.
Okay, so how do I roll that?
A d20 plus your strength plus your proficiency bonus. What's your strength? Plus what?
Okay, so there's the d20. Oh, this is not going to work, is it?
Okay, so the good berry just sort of swings through the air as it doesn't seem to make contact.
Oh, wait. I still have inspiration.
You do.
I'm going to burn inspiration.
Do it. Roll another d20.
Yes!
The thing gets smacked for what's your strength?
+3, 16.
So +3, so it takes 4 damage, and all of a sudden this thing is coated in goodberry juice.
Yes!
As goodberry juice sort of rolls down it, and whatever it is, which appears to be the figure of some sort of humanoid made out of whipping wind, at least for the moment, has goodberry juice rolling down it and becomes much more visible to you. Take inspiration. For the
that was incredible.
For the use of a goodberry.
It was all shrubwide.
Leonard, you're unconscious. Roll me a death save.
Yep. Death save.
Pass. Leonard moves one step closer to life. Harkus, you're up. You see this thing visible, covered in goodberry juice, and you know if it's visible, you can hit it.
I'm running over. It's over here.
It's right next to Granite Guts.
All right, I'm running over and swinging at the thing with. Oh, come on!
That second attack is a hit.
And then Oh, do I still have the D4 to add to the attack thing?
Does he?
No, it's just for a minute.
Okay.
All right, minus the 8. Yep.
All right. And then I'm going to flurry of blows at him while I can see him.
Okay. Hits. Hits. All right. All of a sudden, as your last punch, its form just falls apart and falls down to the ground and stops moving. And it makes a little outline of some sort of figure in the dust. And then it just vanishes and blows away and is gone and destroyed as you've killed one. Zarya, there doesn't seem to be a pelt left for you, though. Zarya, you're up.
Okay. I am going to rush over to Leonard, and I am going to use Cure Wounds. It's not much, but you're up. And I'm not going to use a bonus
thank
action,
you.
so that's all I'm doing. And my circle moves with me.
Okay. Ordella, you're up.
Okay. Where's the other one?
You don't know. You
Okay.
can try to roll perception.
Yeah.
17. You have not seen any new activity moving anywhere since it hit Leonard. So somewhere in the peri-Leonard zone.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna come over this way. Don't see anything.
You didn't see anything move since it left Leonard, so you assume it, by that assumption, you assume it's still right near Leonard.
All right, well then I'm going to blindly swing my axe just for GP.
Okay, where are you going to put your character at? I need to
Okay.
know if you're going to be within range of where this thing is.
Okay,
Depends on where you choose to go.
I'm just right here. where
Right
I
there?
moved to. Yeah.
So Leonard's way over here.
Oh, hang on. Where?
Leonard's the green one.
Ah. Okay.
The green one, like a turtle.
Hmm. That would make sense, but shouldn't you be blue?
Okay. 17.
Well,
Yes.
Roll for disadvantage.
Okay.
They're good swings, but you don't make
hang
contact.
on. I clicked the wrong.
Yeah, it's a
either
long
way.
sword.
Okay. There's my great axe.
They're both good swings, but they don't make contact with anything.
Alas. Okay. And then my second failed attack. I was still disadvantage. Poopies.
Okay. They're both good swings.
But
the
still
creature-
still
No,
not there?
with a critical roll, 2 rolls in a row, you somehow manage to accidentally throw your axe as it slides over next to Zarya and makes contact with something, just smacking it clean in the face, as it's like the
Nice.
greatest accident of all time. Your axe landed right here and does roll that critical damage.
Oh, do I?
Click the crit.
Okay, click the crit. Okay, there we go.
That's more like it. 29.
Nice.
And it becomes clear where this thing's at all of a
It's got
sudden,
an axe sticking out of it.
because there's an axe sticking into it. It's in the Spirit Guardians,
Follow that axe.
so it needs to roll a wisdom save. 15. Does 15
Meets.
pass?
It meets, so it passes.
And all of a sudden it grabs you, Zarya. 16 and a 17 to hit.
Neither of those hit.
All right. 21 bludgeoning damage.
Neither of them
And
hit.
Neither of them hit him.
16
Yeah.
and 17 don't hit?
No, my AC is
Neither.
18.
Wow.
That's what neither
It
means.
hurt.
I thought they both hit. All right.
Neither.
You
Not
feel
both.
it moving away, Zara. You can attempt a disadvantaged opportunity attack with a melee weapon.
I thought we knew where it was because the axe was sticking out of it.
Yes, my axe
The
is
sword was
sticking out
shooting
of
it.
its face.
The axe isn't sticking into it; it just hit it.
You said it was sticking into it.
No.
Where's the?
You said
where's
it is
the-
now.
Where's
We
the
now know where it
replay?
is because
Where's
there's
the
an axe
replay
sticking out of
flag?
it.
All right. I'll give you.
Rewind that junk.
I'll give you a 12. A 12 still misses.
Hooker.
Cadillac Granite Guts, you're up, as it seems to have moved away.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to
Did Leonard get raised from the dead?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and re-raise Shield of Faith as a bonus action.
Okay.
Because I would prefer not to get hit by this thing. And next, I once again have no clear idea where this is at, correct?
Not right now. You can try to perceive it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to perceptify it. So I'm going to use my perceptifiers, and I'm going to perceptify terribly. And so I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to move right here, which is sort of away, but still in the same vicinity of where it was before. And I am going to, as I scoot over there, I am actually going to pull, I'm going to ask Shrubwad for my lance.
Zorgata!
Thank you, Shrubwad. Here, hold Dust Crusher. Shine some light on yourself for good measure. And I'm just going to swing madly with the lance because the lance has reach.
Okay.
And we'll cover more territory.
Which way are you aiming it?
Just and all the degrees.
Well, you can pick one or two. You can pick 2 degrees for 2 different attacks.
Well, I guess, can I do the bottom degrees with 1 attack and the top degrees with the 2nd attack?
You're going straight down and straight up. All right, roll me an attack for your bottom one. Disadvantaged.
Okay. Bam.
Okay, roll me an attack for your topping.
Bam.
Both miss.
Damn it.
Leonardo, you're up.
Okay. So how does Zarya look on hit points?
I think Zarya's doing fine.
Yeah, I'm good.
Freaking AC of a
Okay.
billion and displacing all over the place.
And I know that this
He's
thing
worried
is
because
in
he's
my
about to unleash an attack in that direction.
in my area. This thing is somewhere around me.
You don't know that. It's moving.
Okay, I want to try to figure out where
Where's my
it is.
axe?
Yeah, your axe is lying on the ground next to Granite Guts.
Okay.
This thing seems to be made out of wind. Okay, like it is like an elemental made out of wind. You know, it's not a fiend, so like things don't stick in its flesh. Exactly.
You said it did. You're gonna rewatch this video.
It did stick into it for a minute.
We
but it
gotta
didn't stay
rewind
there.
that.
Yeah, I know.
I would
Roll that
like to
beautiful
look
bean
around
footage.
All right,
for some wind.
try to perceive the wind.
I'm gonna try to
Unless you have
perceive-
another way to make the invisible visible. 15. Yeah, I had set the DC at 15. You catch the wind kind of in this zone over here somewhere.
Okay, I am going to then. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. Okay, I am going to move into where I see the wind.
Okay.
So I'm going to move to here.
All right.
From on the straight line from where I was to here, do I hit anything?
You did not run into anything going that way.
Okay, then I'm going to keep moving to here. and cast Thunderwave.
Okay. 15-foot cube.
DC 14 con save.
Okay. Constitution. 15.
Okay,
So it takes
so
half?
half that damage. And
All right.
is not pushed back.
If it's in the zone, it's going to take, what is that? That's going to be what, 6?
Yeah. If it is in the zone.
If it's in the zone, it takes 6. Got it. Harkus, you're up. Leonard can point to where around about. You know that it's somewhere over in here somewhere.
I can hear it.
Somewhere in there.
Okay.
Like
So
somewhere in the area between me and Granite Guts, I think, maybe.
okay.
Yeah.
So
You'll have to roll
I
to know. You'll have to roll to know exactly which square, or you can guess and try to get near it.
I feel like what I will do is use my, where'd that go? I'm going to use my Breath of the Dragon, and I'm going to spit out a 20-foot cone. And see if I hit anything.
All right.
And if I do, I'm going to immediately follow it up by running at it and smacking it with my sword.
Okay. It's a dex save. DC what?
DC 13.
It fails, so you see the flames wrap around something right there.
Okay.
And
so
you have the perception as to where it's at, so you've perceived it.
Okay, so I'm going to run over there and swing at it with the sword.
14 is a hit. 24 is a hit. Since you've wrapped it in flame, I'm going to give you no disadvantage. 10?
18.
-8. And with that last 8, all of a sudden the creature becomes visible. And then it falls to the ground and the turns into pure dust and air and then disappears. And it quiets down. And the large frost giant king on top of the chair, he looks over at all of you and he says, impressive. You have passed the challenge. And all of a sudden his throne begins to elevate and rises up 30 feet into the air. And beneath him are stairs that are descending downwards into some sort of chamber beneath the thrones. And we will leave it there for next time.
Oh.
Wow.
To explore the throne and the shrine to Thrym.
Okay.
As you've passed the challenge of Geraldo Rivera.
Totally empty down there.
Rivera.
I really don't like invisible creatures.
That was kind
I was
of
not aware of how much I didn't like them.
That was
until
tricky.
They killed me.
But yeah.
Yeah,
The good berry was fantastic.
This is a fantastic idea.
Thank you, Shrubwad.
Thank you, Shrubwad.
All right. I hope you guys.
Don't forget the cat towel.
I hope you guys had a good time. Way to go dealing with this thing that you have randomly come across, and a little distracted on our way to to Zardox, but you never know.
No,
Well,
I'm
it's
certain
urgent, not emergent, so we're good.
there are immeasurable treasures down below this throne. I am certain of it.
There's certainly
Magical
Zarya.
items.
Zarya knows.
Pelts.
Zarya knows the rumors, or the legends that say that this area would hold great treasures. We'll see you all next week to see what great treasures we behold.
Does it
Yeah.
hold another level? Just asking.
Not for you. Roll
Actually,
perception. No.
actually,
You do not find a level.
No. As a matter of fact, you guys do level.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, nice.
I hadn't gotten around to telling you that yet, but as a matter of fact, you guys do level up. You have achieved the level.
The best treasure.
And we will. What levels that make you guys now? Does that bring you up to 6?
Mm-hmm.
6.
Level 6.
Yep. And we will see you guys next week as your level 6 is approaching Zardox, and
Yay.
apparently some sort of hidden chamber underneath this chair. Hope you guys had fun. Random awakened crag cat, and the chairs of the frost giant kings that you randomly came across.
That's awesome.
Good night, everybody. I hope you all had a good time. We'll see you guys next week.
All right. See you,
Yay.
everybody.
Night, y'all.
Good night.